this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. For a big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Detroit!
First and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Jerry Rice, 55 yards. And the Madden Elite's just an extra point away from tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Throwing Vic. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Ryan Kerrigan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Vic. He sets to fire deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Steve Young on second down. On target over the middle to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Detroit!
Here's here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. He is going to find Hill here. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Young, escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Young. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Third and short yardage. Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Danny Trevathan in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This one from 48 yards away. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the others. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This is Howard on second down. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's going to get it running right. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Vic to throw on 4th down. Dancing to his left. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Vernon Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken very short. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A give to Howard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they mite regret.
Can't wait for the post-mortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why? It's going to keep...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will have a touchdown. Jerry Rice, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Vic with a give to Sanders. But despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 3rd down, it's Sanders. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, Vic. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st. Forced out to his left. Room here to run. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. That was 2nd down throw for Vic. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jabal Sheard. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a to score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Detroit! Now let's go!
Now a second down throw for Young. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep. He's got it at the 15. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short game. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. And it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Young to throw again. And Hill with it over the middle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, it's Young. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Room past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Jordan Howard, 95 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Young now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to throw. Now he's flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Young now, 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A good pickup there, a 22.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Now Young. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Young to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. And it's a touchdown. Ricky Williams with time running out. And his guys have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Vick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One final shot now. I'm not even sure he can get it to the end zone, though, from this distance.
That's going to take as much arm as he has, and you actually have to plan for the contingency. Maybe you're playing a tip, try and get someone down who can tip it up and keep it for your own team, and try and get to the end zone that way.